Oh, Jessica, what are you doing there? I should put that away. Thank you for raising my Celsius, though, Jessica. It was a good time, but I'm over it now. I no longer have the urge to watch such filth. You are tuned in to Chad Coins number one. I'm talking about reserve rights, RSR, and the stable coin that will be coming to you soon. RSV. This is a crypto frog 202 coming to you via YouTube for the first time, hence my rustiness. Now you can put a voice to the Chad and absolute shit poster on Twitter, and as you all know, an absolute crypto degenerate. Just don't tell Mrs. Frog, please. Now, in case you aren't following me on Twitter for the lols, the keks, you can do so by searching CryptoFrog202, all one word, on Twitter, and slamming follow. Before I get started with this review on this really fantastic coin, I just want to stress this isn't financial advice. I am in no way an expert on anything apart from my day job. I don't want to spend too long on an introduction, but since this is my first video, I might as well tell you something. I'm not a full-time crypto trader. Don't get me wrong. I make some rather ridiculous plays and lose money, just like everyone else watching. I have Mrs. Frog and two junior frogs, so I can't be too terribly irresponsible. And I like my day job / business. And as what's the quote? Confucius says, "The man who loves his job never works a day in his life." So I guess I never really worked a day in my life. And yeah, so don't buy anything just because I said so. I always say that on Twitter, and if you follow me long enough, you'll know to stick by those rules. So, without further ado, let's get into this then. Because this, to me, is stone cold gravy of the highest magnitude. I really, really like this. So it's reserve rights, aka RSR. I've talked about it a lot on my Twitter. If you follow me, you'll know I've been talking about it a lot. You could say shilling. I'll let you describe it how you like. So let's talk more about that. In fact, if you want to talk, because I'm still going, the reason why I put this out, I was going to put this out a day later, but I thought, too much teasing. I'm still waiting on this guy from Fiverr to get back to me to make an intro video, because I'm not that good at making videos myself. I paid him $32 US, so you better make a good one. Hopefully you can see that when I do my second video. Hopefully I get to my second video, but I'm really loving this thus far. First, let me point out that this is an amateur YouTube channel. I am going to be talking a lot of shit, but 99% of it is going to be crypto related, or at least something to do with that. No boring stuff. I'm not going to be reading white papers. I'm just going to be telling you like I think it is. So I'm not going to be talking to you about charts, trends, or anything to put you to sleep, because even without knowing all that kind of stuff, you can turn a small amount of money into relatively big bucks, in my opinion. And if you're smart, unlike me, you should be able to build on that and keep on stacking. Also, I really want to point out, don't let anyone tell you that crypto is dead. It most certainly is not, in my honest opinion. At least the potential gains are still there if you play smart, despite this coronavirus economic turmoil shitfest. There's always going to be money to be made if you think smart and invest in the right projects at the right time. And I certainly think reserve rights is one of those that you want to be looking into very deeply. So let's talk about reserve gravy rights, aka RSR, and its soon to be stable coin project RSV. Like I said, this is going to be part one of my ongoing series. It's going to be called Chad Coins. So this is part uno, numero one in the series. So you better get your hands of steel ready, fire up that ledger, play safe, ladies and gentlemen, and put your feet up with the frog. So, reserve. I think I've gone on long enough, and Jessica, thank you as always for the entertainment. Might tune in again a bit later. So let's get into it. The reserve protocol, it's an ERC20 token. It's on the Ethereum blockchain. Going to build a universal store of value. As you can see by the screenshot I'm showing you, it's designed to reduce risk through diversification and decentralized governance. So essentially, you know, as this world economy is appearing to go rapidly down the lavatory bowl, central banks are firing up those printing presses. Sorry, I'm just having a sip of beverage. If you haven't been paying attention, better go to Google or your favorite search engine, DuckDuckGo or whatever. Put Fed QE4 or 45, or whatever it is by now. Fed repo. Pretty much any central bank, European central bank, you name it. Everyone is printing money like crazy to try and keep this ship asail, because it seems to be going from bad to worse. But so, to put it as simply as possible, the protocol mints, sells, buys, and burns RSV as necessary to adjust the circulating supply. RSR holders, which I am one of them, facilitate arbing. This is when the mainnet is going on, and provide collateralized buffer. So actually, I was reading this. At the time of posting this video, there's already been around 100,000 RSV minted. And this is quite astonishing to me, because this is well before the reserve team have started any kind of marketing, listing blitz. We're likely to see that soon as more people start minting RSV, using their RSR for arbing purposes. Now, I think this is really going to help us RSR holders out, because the RSR used is burned in the pits of hell, never to return. Let's have a look at the price, why don't we? It's there's a lot of naysayers going around, but this is, to me, the coziest hold in pretty much the whole of cryptocurrency. It really gives zero to none fucks what's really going on with the rest of the market. Has to be said though, you see here the volume hasn't been up to much in recent days. We've been seeing some days where it's doing like 200 million or whatever. But, you know, even if it dumps down to 35 sats, I am not going to be bothered. My hands are titanium steel on this one. In regards to mainnet, you know, what are we talking about here? I'm talking future tense, of course. Mainnet isn't due until later this year. Could be Q2, Q3, Q4. In my opinion, just as long as the team gets it right, just take as long as you want. Now, this absolute gravy is gravy. This is a California-based project. They aren't in the Cayman Islands or St. Lucia, PO Box 40,234 or anything like that. Their faces are all out there. These are legit Silicon Valley gravy, baby, of the more than 30 investors. So let's pull up the investors page here. This is epic. Let me just first point out the. Let me get this up here. Where did my. Oh, Jessica, there you are again. Sorry, darling, you'll have to just wait until another day. I have run out of stamina for now. Let's get RSR market cap. We are talking 13.5 million of those USD. That is a rather small amount for what this project is aiming for. It is aiming for the moon. So let's pull up the advisors again. More than 30 advisors. Blah, 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 blah. I think I just counted it. It was 36. And you're talking some absolute beasts. Sam Altman. He's one of the co-founders of ridiculous tech companies. Coinbase. Yes, the listing will happen eventually. Mr. Peter Thiel, whatever you call him. Billionaire, Facebook guy, co-founder of PayPal. Yes, PayPal, and a whole bunch of other alpha males, it seems like. Oh, there's a couple of cute looking ladies there for the frog. But yeah, it's mostly alpha males and big tech companies invested in this coin. And like I said, it's like $13 million market cap. I'm laughing to myself because I can't believe how nice this is. So you're looking at some of those Chad investors there. But yeah, I just want to keep the energy up. So let's talk more about what's going to happen here. You know, this is going to eventually be a competitor of Tether and Maker. And as we all know by now, those two are looking increasingly shaky / sketchy. So we here in this crypto world of ours need a new alternative. And this, in my honest opinion, has what it takes to become the standard. So if you think about the market caps of both those projects, just do the maths. Oh, I didn't say that. Anyway, not financial advice. GSR. So let's pull up the GSR crew. They are the market makers. This is here. So GSR is a liquidity provider, blah, 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 blah. Essentially, they are the market maker. So GSR were also the market makers for Ripple, XRP, back in the day. And as we all know by now, people that held that in the early days, and if they've sold at the top anyway, came out of it exceedingly well. So if RSR gets anywhere near the price of XRP, which I think it could very well do, even exceed that, in my personal opinion, the Lambos will be on me. Or at least you can take a photo of me outside my Lambo. But I think GSR has been really tasked with keeping RSR from flying off the charts. That's just my theory. Lots of whales are filling their bags. Now, price-wise, as I said, right now, it drifts between 35 to 40, so I think if you can grab it around 35 sats, you are loving life. Disclaimer, I do have a bag, as you probably know. God damn, that tastes good. I do have a bag of RSR. I did have a bigger bag, but I fucked up, as is crypto. But I'm rebuilding it. I plan on buying a lot more. We'll see. I'm not in any big rush though, because it seems like mainnet might still be a few months away. But considering the carnage we've really seen in the crypto markets during this coronavirus tsunami, there's probably no other better word than that to describe it, really fucked shit up. RSR has really been holding up, and I am cozy as fuck holding it. There was a lot of talk actually on the Telegram that RSR was getting really drained off the exchanges. And this, to me, is worth noting. So, Hubie Global, which I think is how you pronounce it, I'm not Chinese, so I apologise, recently had to replenish their stocks because this puppy was getting sucked dry into cold storage. I, for one, have mine in cold storage. I have that locked down in a ledger, and no one, not even Mrs. Frog, is touching that baby for at least 18 months. So lots of bags swelled from a few 100,000 to millions. You can check Etherscan yourself. Smart money, in my opinion. There are only actually around less than 4,000 holders of RSR. So really are early on this one. And if we go into a big listing spree, which I don't doubt we are going to with limited supply. I know that Hubie Global, I'm just going to call him Hugh Global because just easier. Or I'll call him HG. That's better. I know they had to restock their supply because it was getting absolutely ravaged, like Jessica. Oh, sorry, not on that video before. But anyway, I don't want to sound like a broken record, so let's pull this up. I'm new to this, folks, so give me a chance. Jeez. Right, so look at these investors here. Coinbase are investors. Peter Thiel, the billionaire Chad investor, is an investor. The co-founders of PayPal are investors. Michael Arrington, he's on there somewhere. Let me find him. Arrington, there he is. Arrington XRP Capital, they are investors as well. So you can tell these guys are not playing games. Check the reserve.org website to see the list. You've probably seen it now. Now, the supply, there's a lot of talk about this. I really want to talk about this because... So here we have the total supply. It's a lot, right? But if you compare it to XRP, shudder. It's basically the same max supply as XRP, and that is 17 cents for some reason. And reserve rights, which I think is far superior, is worth 1/5 of 1 cent. So you do the math. And plus, a lot of that total supply is never going to be used anyway. You've got all these investors. They're not going to be dumping their stacks when the market cap is $13.5 million. They make that gravy in like an hour just from interest. And plus, as I said on Twitter before, you really think they're going to log into Hubie Global or whatever and dump their stack? Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute because there's no way they can do that anyway. It's kind of locked in there. Even if they do release some funds, it's on a delayed time frame as well. So don't worry about some enormous whale dumping on your face. So 4chan Biz, as you all know, they are quite the crowd, shall we say. They love throwing around the old FUD, the FUD, fear, uncertainty, and whatever, delusion. But I think a lot of it is just them trying to grab people's bags for free, people who don't know what they're doing, and panic sell because they read their stupid FUD. A lot of it's completely unsubstantiated. The Sats gang stuff is just ridiculous. So yeah, just do your research. Don't listen to me, don't listen to them, do your own research. Anyone who does their research is going to be impressed. I think there's no way you can deny what they're doing. I mean, look at the team here as well. I forgot to pull that up. Nevin Freeman, Matt Elder. This is a serious team, ladies and gents. And before anyone says, "Oh yeah, but I went to Harvard Law School," and "Oh yeah, what's she done? Oh, she only worked for the congressional office of some U.S. representative. Oh, what's he done? Oh, he's only worked for engineering at Google. What have you done?" Anyway, so they hold a bunch of tokens. There's no way. Look at this. Look at this team, guys. They aren't going to be dumping any money. I don't think they're wanting for money. They've probably got nice villas in San Bernardino or whatever. So they're just focused on getting this project right, which is the most important thing to me. Now, where do you buy this absolute diamond of a coin? Well, this is where I buy mine. Hubie Global. If you are an Americano, an American, a burger, a Yankee Doodle do, there is a way around it. I always get asked this on Twitter. Why won't they let me in? Dude, get a bloody, what do you call it? VPN. Put Canada or something. There's some way. Go in the Telegram group and ask them in there. There's also IDEX, Hotbit, Galaxy. I was reading on CoinGex. Oh, so look, we're up 14 days. We're up 58.9%. This can absolutely smash it so hard. But down 51% in 30 days. I don't care what price it is now. I just want to buy more ASAP. I just Mrs. Frog is being a bit of a tight arse. I'll get to that story. Probably, if you read my tweets, you know that I am a degenerate and I did something very, very stupid a couple of weeks ago. But perhaps that's for another YouTube video. But going back to this, because I don't want to get bogged down in non-RSR news for too long. In my opinion, Hubie Global is the best place to go. The vast majority of the volume is on there. Mostly looks natural. Big sell wall sometimes. You can stick a nice fat buy wall in there. Might get hit. So personally, I recommend that. I'm not in any way affiliated with any of these exchanges. But if you want to send me some money, go for it. Hotbit. Oh my god, I hate Hotbit so much. Look at this. Apparently, Hotbit is doing $1 million worth of volume on RSR. That is the most ridiculous bullshit I've ever seen in my life. In case you don't know, Hotbit is just, don't bother using it if you can. It's known widely in the biz for wash trading. I think, honestly, I'd probably prefer to stick my face in a petri dish of COVID-19 than use Hotbit. Or if someone said, do you want to do a tour of China's best batsuit markets and eat that for breakfast, lunch and dinner, or use Hotbit, I'd probably be like, give me the batsuit food tour. Yeah, Hotbit's fucking shit. But yeah, RSR withdrawal fee on Hubie Global is like 170 RSR, which isn't that much. I actually checked the withdrawal fee at Hotbit. They seem to have brought it down. It's like 400 now, but it used to be 2,000, which is daylight robbery. Anyway, just use a VPN, use Hubie Global, and get that gravy straight into cold storage. As you can see, there's some big, some people making some childlike buys. Stuck a little red dildo on there, whatever. So, oh god, this video must be getting long, dude. I better start editing myself. But Chad, is this a Chad coin? By the way, I've been talking. You know. I would give the Chad level for RSR a 9.9 out of 10. I'm very, very, very bullish on our RSR. You know, if they pull this off, which I think they will, they've got the backers, they've got the investors, they've got the smartest people. They're a legit US registered company in California. Personally, I think people who get in early are going to be behind me in the queue in the Lamborghini showrooms, but there we go. Don't take my word for it. Go to the website reserve.org. Follow them on Twitter, Reserve Protocol. They don't actually tweet that much. I wish they'd tweet more. But maybe that's a good thing. People, all these projects tweeting all the time. Just do the work, get shit sorted. But in conclusion then, I really think reserve rights is going to be a game changer. It's barely on the radar. I know I've been tweeting a lot about it, but it's not even on the radar of normies at all. And people smarter than me, of which there are many, have been suggesting that this could be a successor to PayPal and Venmo. To be honest, I kind of agree with them. All these PayPal guys involved. There's got to be something going on here. Everything carries a risk. This is cryptocurrency, but from an ROI, return on investment standpoint, you hold this puppy tight for 12 months, 18 months, I think you're going to be very happy. It has held remarkably well, as I said. Everything else has been getting absolutely wrecked. As for how much you might want to buy, depends on your budget, of course. 10,000 if you want, 100,000 would be good, especially if RSR hits $1 or plus next year. 100,000, that's 100,000 US dollars. Apparently, I was reading the Telegram group before. A seat at the Bilderberg table. This is unofficial, by the way. There's a test beverage. It's 4.72 million, but that's almost to Bitcoin. Let me check that actually. 4.72. 4.72. 1.78 Bitcoins. So that's probably out of reach of most people. Personally, I reckon a mil is a decent number. So that's like what? 0.37 Bitcoin, which is still a fair bit of money, I'm not going to lie, but if this baby pulls the Mad X's, you got to go large to make large cash, but don't. Again, this is not financial advice. So let's wrap this up now because I've been boring you for far too long. I've been waiting for this Fiverr guy to get my intro video ready. Anyway, so if you want to find out more, follow the community account. It's Reserve Commune. It's got 3 M's in it for some reason. Maybe a dyslexic guy made it. And join the Telegram groups. Search for Reserve Protocol. That's the official group. Don't talk about price in there. Not allowed. Or Reserve Lodge, that's the Arbors Lounge. If you have any questions, you can talk as much crap or put as much stupid photos as you want in there. One more thing, as for storage, I'm going to make a video about this because like so many people hold their coins on exchanges. It's absolutely crazy. And I've been exit scammed out of tons of money. Some of the stories I've got with me, your nose fucking bleed, dude. So RSR, like I say, is an ERC20 token, so you can store it easily on your Ledger, MetaMask, Trust Wallet, whatever. Ledger, always cold storage, always safest option. But if you don't have a Ledger, MetaMask or Trust probably, well, definitely are better options in holding on exchanges. However, I must say, I don't think Hubie Global is going anywhere soon. Hopefully, Hotbit, aka Hot Shit, goes in the toilet pretty soon though, so definitely don't keep your coins on there, folks. Remember, not your keys, not your coins, innit? So this is my first video, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be adding more gravy. I honestly am new to this. It's the first YouTube video I've ever made. I'm going to try and make it as more aesthetically pleasing as I can, and as interesting as I can. As you can tell, I'm not reading any white papers. I'm just giving it to you as I feel, baby. So please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and share on all media, social media accounts, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn if you want. Don't put it on LinkedIn. Well, if you want to do it. That would be muchos tres sexy. I'll be making videos twice a week. One uploaded midweek, one uploaded every weekend. I'm going to be mixing up the content, but Chad Coins is going to be a regular feature. I hope to do one Chad Coin a week, but there aren't that many out there. They're like finding a dodo these days. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope if you have RSR, you continue to buy, because I'm going to continue stacking hard. I love it. Almost as much as Jessica. Until next time, Chaderinos, stay strong, stay healthy. Put on a face mask or something. Put some hand sanitizer on your face and everything. And most importantly, I'm going to wrap up the show every time with this. Stack the Chad. Peace.